Welcome everybody. I am basically um, live today. I am doing a recap of the Aflw win. So I will address that. We'll address the latest news and what's happening Collingwood related, as possible as well. So I do think that should be interesting. Um, But let's just jump straight into it, shall we? We've had a win against the West Coast Eagles, in a sensational, um, fashion as well. 24 points. It was a really, really good win. Not discounting on what we've done is any different, but I think we've been doing really well lately, and I think when you see on what you know on what we're capable as a football club, we're certainly playing the best football as well. Obviously, we've got to back it up against South Melbourne as well, and that will be difficult as well. Um, on top of that, so let's just jump straight into it, yo, Shannon. So as you guys are aware, if you're new around here, please drop a like, please drop a subscribe. Does mean the world to me. Obviously, there's stuff to digest, and we'll jump straight into that one as well. On top of that, so the VFLW girls didn't get the job done. Let's just start off the obvious. I think the reason why we haven't performed really well is just it was this point we haven't played since the prelim of last year. 139 to 4529. Terrific win by the Southern Saints. Played really well. But 4 scoring shots to 9. They probably do deserve to win. They probably should have won by a lot more. Abby Maloney was the only goal kicker as well. And they 53% compared to 47% us for possessions. But I think other than that, like it wasn't our day. It just wasn't our day. We had obviously rushed behind. I think we only have one rush behind, and that was it. So we've had our chances to really win. It wasn't a great performance at Victoria Park, as well, and we just weren't good enough. As simple as that. Now the AFLW girls obviously getting the job done. Against the West Coast Eagles. As I said, we have to win that to keep our season alive. We are now 6 on the ladder as well on top of that. So we will be looking to be striving for success, in round 6 as well. So I think that was a really hard fought win. As I said, 7-4, 46 to 3-4, 22, 11 scoring shots to 7. Probably would have won by 4 goals regardless. We we were too good in the end. But I think if you have a look here, Collingwood kicked 2 goals with 18 disposals, which are like Stacey Winston, she had 8 disposals as well. 3 marks and 1 tackle. So she was there as a chance to really perform. 18 or 13 disposals and 8 marks for Ruby Slasher as well. So our girls basically and Sophie Alexandra kicked 2, and she did her role really well. I thought when I did the playing range videos, I will release that. Don't worry, guys. Malika can kick 1. Brittany Benici, kicked 1. And Amanda Valerio also kicked 1 as well. So we got that job done as well. It was amazing on how that happens as well. On top of that, now I did do a video as well yesterday talking about Collingwood Football Club as well, and it was a good video. I thought a very good video. I worked my ass off to do these. As well. So talking about Collingwood, 130 years of the Collingwood Football Club. Put that on TikTok. I put that on Twitter as well. I put that on Facebook, my YouTube channel as well. So I've done that. It's been pretty interesting to say the least. And I mentioned the Guernseys. There's one Guernsey that I haven't mentioned as well. And it was our special Guernsey that we've worn in the 125-year Guernsey as well. So I think as well, it is interesting to find out what the hell's going on. On top of that, but having said that, I feel comfortable in enough way as well to really talk about it as well. So we'll get my camera on for this one. Now, see this Guernsey, this is a 125-year Guernsey that we've worn as well. It was clearly the best thing that we ever did. Hi, Devon. How are you, mate? On top of that, so as you can, as you will be able to see the 125-year logo, the black and white pinstripes as well. I've got this Guernsey as well. I ended up getting it because I didn't know what the present was. So, back in 2017, I've worn them in the away games, and worn them in their vflw as well. So, and AFLWs on top of that. So it's been interesting to say the least as well. On top of that, so that was one way of really going out to it. Obviously, as well, we've got some news coming out as well. That's good, mate. Jordan De Goey came off the ground at training, I think it was on a Friday, all very concerned with the injury, but then returned, I think it was on Monday and then Wednesday or Friday, whatever it was. This week he came back, after an injury scare, so looks like we might be able to see him. But we've had some sad news to announce. So a passing of the 1958 player Ken Turner, may he rest in peace. Look, I didn't watch him play. I don't know how many games he played for us. But having said that, that was very interesting indeed. Certainly know as well on top of that on what we can do. With that, and we do have some exciting news as well. Let's just get straight into it. The vflw fixture came out. On top of that, it certainly was the round 2 and the round 3. I will get that up as well. have to get the vflw app up as well. So we got North Melbourne, I believe. Maybe later on. I'm probably not going to say on full on, but depends as well. So we got North Melbourne the 19th of February at Arden Street, which is the same, or it's a day after or day before the big one as well against North Melbourne in the AFLW. And then round 3, we've got Williamstown at Victoria Park, the 27th of February, 9:45 a.m. at Victoria Park. So that's going to be very interesting on the same day as when we played, I think it's the Western Bulldogs as well. I know we do play. We got a home game, and which I will be going to. On top of that, so that's the really one thing as well that I will talk about some exciting news as well, and I'll read Swoop Luke as well. This is what Grant Birchall said. Like, for a guy like Pendles is a terrific mover. He obviously makes the elite decisions and he can see the game really well. His size is pretty good, so he has got the ability to play on talls and smalls. Tend to agree with that as well. And believe it or not, we've had the elite champion data. Now, for our team, we've got Jack Cripps, Brody Grundy, Jamie Allen, Darcy Moore. But for some reason, for Carlton, and this is what I find interesting, Adam Sard, Jacob Wiedering, and Zach Williams. So no Sam Walsh. So that's something weird as well. For news as well, I didn't know that I was an AFLW member. So this was a surprise as well. Not going to lie. So this is like obviously the 5 years as well. And then I got this to me as a AFLW member. So I do allow that part as well. On top of that, obviously the sticker as well that I can put around. I do have the piece of paper as well. The landmarks as well, like the member part as well. I probably should have done a video of it. And here's another member one. Surprise, surprise. So I've got this one, number 2022. I've got that one. And here's my Collingwood scarf as well. And that member 2022 as well. So I do have that. Whoops. And I do have a drink bottle on top of that. So that is something that I'm looking forward to into going as well. So that should be interesting on top of that. Yeah, thank you for the block. That came in yesterday, which I wasn't expecting. So I got that yesterday. If I knew about that earlier, I would have been able to try and go to the game. So I have received obviously text messages as well. But other than that, like I really was surprised and shocked in a way. Like, wow, like that's very exciting. As well. So I do have like a drink bottle as well on top of that. So it does look really good. Now I'm going to preview the obvious game ahead. I will do a full preview for the game. Obviously, for North Melbourne this week, I might be able to do a watch along either, hopefully maybe a StreamYard as well. So I'm gonna try and see if I can do one for that game. I'm not gonna do one for the vflw. I think it's pointless in doing that. But I have said like it's been really really good to see that, and this game will be very interesting as well because North Melbourne like to have the tools in that forward line, especially in the ruck with Emma King, who can push forward and she can be a very dangerous player. But we do have like North Melbourne's pace, and if we play like we played against the West Coast Eagles, we are a good chance to beat them. But having said that, our game plan has to be for us to really slow them down and keep possession of the footy and not kick long to a contest. And it's amazing that without Sabrina Frederick that we looked like a really good team. Like I don't know why we looked better, but we just do. It's just simple as that. So we just look at that part and we go, wow, like that's the reason why. On top of that, so I will try and get them into the comments. Just wait if anyone's got something else to say. Now's time to do it before I have to join in as well. So if you haven't liked the stream, like please do. It does mean the world to me. I think Sean might be busy. I wouldn't mind having Sean in for chat. I think that would be terrific. So I will have a look on who's joining. I will wait for a bit as well. To be honest. And see who is on. To see who is on. So please hit the link, join up, have a bit of a chat as well. And yeah, it would mean a lot as well. But I do have some news as well on top of that. So I will be doing more AFL content. So I've done a few previews today. So I will be doing more. So and on the stream, and I will get as many of that as done as possible. Now, Dev, how are you,
Yeah,
mate?
I'm good.
That's good. It's great to hear your voice, mate. How's things with you?
It's been pretty good. Just,
That's good. So you you seen? Have you watched my video yet? The video I did yesterday, or not yet?
not yet.
Nah, it's all good. Also, before I do forget to, Collingwood will be doing a live stream for the open training if no one can make it. So I did forget to mention that as well. Um, so I don't think I will um do a watch along for that. Might just watch that in private and then go through because I think it's at 4 o'clock or something as well. So that's gonna be pretty tough. So definitely want to do that as much as possible. But what are your thoughts on obviously on your team as well? Because you guys, unfortunately, like you're on the teams that have been affected with COVID as well, and not just I know with Collingwood, but with the Giants as well, and having to play was supposed to play St Kilda. So, do you like your fixture in the AFLW that you got for round 7, round 8, or you think?
I'm not a massive fan of it. Probably because we don't verse Collingwood in the season. Only in the finals if we get lucky.
Yeah, I think that is a bit harder as well, considering that some teams like we haven't played Richmond this year, and we were supposed to play Fremantle on a Sunday, but then they changed that to a Thursday night, and I originally wanted to go to it, and it sucks. Because I think I played with you in Fortnite, I'm pretty sure, and it is weird that how the AFLW competition is, and I think, for my personal opinion, I don't know about you, but there should be at least every team that's in the AFLW competition to have their own reserves team. They play VFLW games or something like that, or in their reserves competition, and you should be able to bring players in to be able to fit them into your system for about a couple of weeks. And then by that chance, you should be able to at least get those players back, like the Melbourne Stars did. Melbourne Stars had to do the same thing. They have players missing out from on COVID, so they have to field a team. I can't see why the AFL can't do that for the AFLW and even the AFL as well. Like if something if there is a COVID case, which I think it will be, it's all matter of who and when. I think they should have a reserves team that can come in, replace that player if they haven't got enough players on the list, and that way you can be able to at least fill a squad in so that you don't have to change the plays a little bit as well. Like you're not having to change the fixture from a Sunday game to a Thursday game or Tuesday night game. I don't like that. I think, from my personal experience, I don't know about you, I keep the games as it is. I keep it as 23 rounds. Everyone plays 22 games of football, and you have how many Friday nights, Saturday, and Sundays, because you want to be able to prepare. I know for myself, I like to prepare. I like to know what I'm doing. That way, I can get my videos all sorted as well, and then I can get organised to be able to go to the game and point around it. What about you, mate?
About the AFL thing, I feel like if you can't play, you get like 2 points. Like you get like half of the points if like in AFL it's like 4 points if you win. Like you should get like two. I feel like it's not fair because like what would have your friend like the eight and then like she dipped down because you couldn't play.
I can sort of I can sort of see your point of view in that too, Dev. I think I know, like West Coast Eagles in the AFLW competition, they've had missed out a lot of footy. And now they're having to play catch up because they spent like in a couple weeks in isolation because there was COVID cases and that sort of stuff. And I think it's unfair just to cancel games and then having to reschedule them and bring them in because you're playing with the fixture. You might be able to get away with it because they're not full time professionals. They're part time professionals who's got jobs outside of football that they have to do as well. But I think with that, if we are going to do it, I think we're gonna have to do it right. That's just my point of view, is that you can't just keep cancelling AFLW games or AFL games because of the COVID cases. You should be able to have enough on the list to be able to at least use your whole squad. And then it doesn't matter if you have to have a reserves team in, you still play. And if you think you're gonna lose because of that, then so be it. Like I think we have to move by. Obviously, there's no lockdown here in Victoria. Everyone knows why, because it's a state election and that sort of stuff as well. But I do think we need to make sure that we can get going and play out the season without any disruptions. So, what do you guys think if anyone's watching? Like, do you think there should be some fairness to the competition, or you think we should need to start looking at maybe having more players on the list? Maybe have 45 players. I don't know. But I do know that something has to happen, I think, before we. Because it's not fair that you have to, if you're going to lose players, you should at least have a team that you can compete and play games of football. Like, I don't think you should be able to play in Queensland if you're the home team or you're the away team. I think you should be able to play your home games where the fixture is, and that's it, and just get that going the way it should be. I think. So, and anyone else is in the chat? I think there's only one watching.
Yes, me.
That's you. So, do you have any questions for me, or you've pretty much got
Um,
everything covered up for it?
Nah, I don't really have any questions.
Uh, yeah, it is a bit difficult as well. So, well, I think if there isn't much, should I? Wait, what time are we playing? So, I think we're playing. Who are you guys playing in a AFLW?
Don't know.
Because they keep stuffing up. I hate when they do that.
Like,
I think you're supposed to play Adelaide, but I think they might have added more games in as well. I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going. I'll have a look on the AFL Women's app, because that way it will tell me the matches for this week. So yeah, you guys definitely do have Adelaide at Henson Park, which that's going to be an interesting game itself.
where's Henson Park though?
I think it's in New South Wales. I think.
Seems like it could be an Adelaide, but
No, because I think they play somewhere else. I'll look on Footy Live. Because I think it would be in Sydney. Yeah, it's in New South Wales.
oh, true.
So that's a 3:10 start, and Collingwood's playing 3:10 as well. So Geelong's got Fremantle, and Graz will be happy with that. I think that should be an easy win. I
Yeah,
would
John,
think.
great.
Yeah, I think. Oh, they actually. No, Bulldogs got Geelong. So who's Fremantle got? Oh, Fremantle's got Adelaide on the
Um,
26th of February, and then they've got. And you guys got Carlton at Monaco Oval, so that's in Canberra.
yeah.
And I think Fremantle should play. I think. Yeah, Fremantle will have a week off. So
Oh, the
it's.
bar.
Yeah, so we got Bulldogs. Yeah, because I think because they played like they've already caught up sort of type thing. So Bulldogs play Geelong, Giants play Adelaide, Carlton play St Kilda at Icon Park, West Coast play Richmond, North Melbourne play Collingwood on Monday, Brisbane Lions versus Melbourne at Metricon Stadium. So that's going to be interesting itself. And in round 8, we've got Fremantle versus Adelaide, Richmond versus Geelong, Melbourne versus North Melbourne. That's at Casey Fields. St Kilda versus the Gold Coast Suns, and that's at in Moorabbin. Collingwood versus Western Bulldogs at Victoria Park, which I will be going to it. Just got to redeem my free ticket. And we have West Coast versus Brisbane in Mineral Resources Park, and Giants versus Carlton at Marncar Oval.
I'm pretty sure after after like the the AFLW fixtures, the preseason will be on. Then.
Yes, their games are will be on too.
So the AFLW still in like on your birthday or not? Well, it could possibly be.
Well, yeah, Gold Coast and Brisbane on the 17th of February, so that that is that is supposed to come up on the yeah. That is the Thursday night game which they've allowed into happen as well. So it's, I don't know, like to be honest, it's hard. I've said it to you before, like on my Twitch streams, and I've said it to other people as well. I prefer to leave the fixture as it is, and then that way, you know what? Because I didn't like the Western Australia teams having to have Melbourne for 3 weeks, like, and they had COVID cases on. They gained like 37 cases or something, 50 cases as well. So they haven't been in lockdown as far as I'm aware. But having said that, like I think as well, like you're gonna that they could, like we're learning how to live with this now. It's not like it's something new. Like we've been vaccinated like over 90%. It's only vaccinating people at the football. No doubt I'm gonna have to show my vaccination certificate and whatsoever as well. But I think generally we should be fine. I think we need to learn how to live with this. I just don't get why we need to to worry about being in concern about COVID, because eventually, like, I'm gonna get it, and there'll be games I'm gonna miss. Like, definitely there'll be games I'm gonna miss. It's all about how we handle it. I think if we can go past that part, I think we should be alright. Now there's 3 people in the chat. If you are new around here, please drop a like, please drop a subscribe, or if you are returning Kev's Magpies, please, if you want to join Stringer, please, I'm happy to have a chat with everybody else. It's Dev, myself chatting, so it should be in there. It's definitely in the description below. I'll just check if there's anyone's got private chat. No. But no, if there is any questions, I don't see why I should continue it unless if anyone else is going to join you. But if they're not, I think we just call it a video. I don't see the point in going for an hour because there's no one on. Like, unless if you got anything to add on to, or you're pretty happy at the moment.
Well, I'm pretty happy at the moment.
Yeah. Uh, So
We could.
what's happening for the rest of the week for you personally?
Mostly I just go to school every day. Pretty much. I'm only year 8, so
Okay, nah, fair enough. So,
I'm like the second oldest in my class because I stayed down a year, so I should be near
oh,
9.
okay, yeah.
Well, one of my mates, he's turning 16 this year in my class. He stayed down like 2 years.
And COVID hasn't helped you last year and the year before because we were we were all stuck in lockdown for ages, and then 2021 went in and out of lockdown, so it would have been definitely harder for you as well, because of that. Which I think it wasn't fair for you. Um, I would have thought. I think you shouldn't be penalised because of COVID, but I don't know how school works. Like, last time I went to school would have been, well, 18, 19 years ago at least. So I'm just lucky in a way that I haven't had to deal with COVID being at school. So yeah. So I'm if you haven't caught up the news, obviously, we just do a quick recap. So I spoke about the AFLW, spoke about the vflw as well, and spoke about, unfortunately, we've lost a legend of the 1958 Premiership. The AFL practice matches or unofficials, I think they're starting soon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, in like 3 weeks.
I
Around.
think I think it's in a couple weeks. So that's going to be interesting itself. I don't have KO, unfortunately, so I have no idea.
Do you even have Foxtel then?
Yeah, I do.
Like,
But then, like, on top of that as well, like, because the unofficial practice matches on bloody KO, like, why doesn't Foxtel have it? Or if the club is going to do a live stream, then I'm all for that. Like, I'm definitely am. On top of that, because I do love to watch Collingwood play regardless, and I'm pretty sure that's the same for you. Like, you know, some defence might care if we win or lose or not, but at the end of the day, they're competitive beasts. They're going to do everything they can to really get up for it. Jordan DeGoey, I know that got injured, but then was able to come back onto the training field as well. So I think that's about it, realistically. Check out for more content on my channel as well. I'll try and do more what do you call it, live streams on YouTube for gaming maybe. But until next time, thank you, Dev, for jumping on. Appreciate that. Check out Dev Pike as well, YouTube channel. Definitely, it's got some great content as well. Check out mine if you haven't. If you're new, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, share the videos to your family and friends as well. They'll all got a YouTube channel. Tell them about our channels, and we'll be able to do more. But until next time, bye for now, and I'll see you back in another video. You'll see me now, since I'm AFLW member. I'll be going to the games next week. But until then, bye for now.